from the O2 in London, England, for UFC Fight Night, Edwards versus Brady. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 9 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Kaue Fernandes. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 13 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, by way of Tbilisi, Georgia, Guram Georgian Viking Kutateladze. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
All set for our first fight of the night here in London. Thank you very much, London's own Carly Baker. Set for a maximum of 3 5-minute rounds of action in the lightweight division. Kaue Fernandes versus Guram Kutateladze. Look out for a fast start from Fernandes. 5 round 1 finishes in under a minute 30 or less.
So I just had a quick chat with Guram Kutateladze backstage right before this fight. Went in to see him just to pick his brain on this matchup. And he was locked in, he wasn't giving me anything. He said, all I want to do, I want to win this fight, I want to knock him out, and I want the belt. And I sensed a little bit of frustration because when you look at Guram, the skills that he has, he's right up there. He's world class in every single department. But it hasn't panned out the way that I think he thought it would. He got that big win over people like Mateusz Gamrot. But he's had 1 or 2 disappointing performances as well.
And even in his last fight, it was a back-and-forth fight. He dropped that first round pretty hard. But again, he showed that experience in the octagon against Vucenic in his debut last time out and really turned it up and used his grappling to secure that win at the end of that fight. So let's see if he can just get things started a little bit quicker, not get hurt. And Kaue, he's a reckless guy in there. He is not afraid to throw a lot of kicks, big punches, and pretty good on the ground. When he lost to Jacasey, he just got controlled.
Yes.
He really was just out-controlled on the mat and kind of just a step behind in the wrestling department. Ooh, nice little toes to the body there.
Yeah, Fernandes is a really good long-rangey striker. Really quick, fast, and does a very good job of maintaining the range and the separation. And so far, that's what Guram's kind of having a little issue with, getting on the inside.
Both of these men around greatness on the daily. Jose Aldo, of course, for Fernandes. But for this one, Kutateladze decided to team up with the Taporia brothers. He's been over in Spain with Ilya and Alessandro. I see Hamzat is in his corner as well for this tonight. A lot of good people to get the rub from.
Oh, beautiful hands there from Fernandes. Nice 3-punch combination. Guram straight away goes for the shot.
Nice defense there, though, from Fernandes.
Stuffed it easy.
And he's a wild man in there. That's what you got to love about Fernandes. And obviously, he was scheduled to fight Jared Gordon a while back and had some visa issues, wasn't able to get in the country. Thank God he was able to get matched up here tonight against Guram, because this is a guy I want to see more often. He's in there every time, brings the action. Again, look out for the calf kick, too, of Fernandes. He stays really busy with that.
And he wanted to be here in London compared to maybe a smaller offering elsewhere. Big crowd. Oh! And he gets a reaction from those fans early.
Yeah, this is dangerous territory right now for Kutateladze. Hard head kick went down momentarily. Fernandes in full control right now.
Full of confidence is the Brazilian.
And Kutateladze, again, just kind of getting stuck looking at Fernandes and not getting his own offense going. And he's just getting kind of chewed apart here from the outside. Ooh.
I mean, he's lucky that one missed. That was a vicious front kick. Pops the jab, lands on the nose. As I said before, just the range that he keeps. Very, very good. Those long-range attacks, fast kicks.
Yeah, he's got to try to draw one of these long punches out. of Fernandez and work his way around that, and especially if he's been working with the Topuria boys. You'd think that's something that they've been really sharpening up, is the boxing.
Just looking at the left leg of Kutateladze, and that has got a bit of decoration early.
It's getting chewed up bad. That's Fernandez. He loves to chop that lead calf.
Every time Kutateladze goes forward, Fernandez is aware of it, uses great footwork, circles, lateral movement, gets away, chews up the leg again.
Switching stances early.
Yep. Never a good sign. He's struggling here.
Fernandez predicted that Kutateladze might start striking, but he would wrestle early. They were prepared for that. And his takedown defense has stood up well.
Stood up well. I mean, it's just forcing him to shoot at distance. And Kutateladze, he's not putting anything behind it. He's not striking his way into these shots.
40 seconds left in round number 1, and Kutateladze leaned into that low kick.
Yeah, this has been a really hard opening round for Guram Kutateladze. Kaue Fernandes on absolute fire right now.
Something to remember, though, and I know this is a different fighter he's facing, but again, he did start really slow and looked like he was going to get put out against Vucenic.
Yep.
And worked his way back into that fight one round 2 and 3. So, but that's that. You want to try to fix that problem. You know what I mean?
It's not a good problem to have.
Oh, man,
it's
he's
not
in
good
trouble.
to hit the canvas multiple times in one round. Guram bounces back up, lands a nice little knee to the midsection, and we're going to see round 2. With the elbow there, boom, fires it up. A tough opening round for Guram Kutateladze.
And then on the other side, pretty sparkling round for the Brazilian.
Yeah, I mean, that was perfect. Took no damage, picked him apart, did a lot of work himself, stuffed the takedowns, made Guram hit the canvas on multiple occasions.
Said he wants to put in such a good performance tonight that the UFC offer him an even bigger contract. He's got a name in mind as well, should he be victorious, so you may well hear that on the mic if it trends in this direction.
Oh,
He's hurt bad. He's done.
He's done.
I don't think he'll be able to stand up.
I mean, Kaue Fernandes right now, I mean, this is a beautiful performance against a really high-level opponent.
Very smart as well. He asks Kutateladze to get back to his feet.
Oh, that's trouble.
One more kick. One more kick and this is over, I think.
Kutateladze bloodied up, but still coming forward. Fernandez taking his time.
Oh, now he's just going to batter that leg.
Yep.
If you're Kutateladze, unfortunately, you got to just start throwing Hail Marys out there. Just try to hope that you can catch him with a shot. Because wrestling, forget that. That's out the window right now when you don't have basically either one of your legs underneath of you.
Yeah, you can't drive through. Guram's just having a really tough time getting anything going here. As I say, Fernandez moves away, maintains the range, picks him apart, lands some shots, drives Guram backwards. He's just in control the whole time. Now Guram's reacting to every movement. Oh, that's a nasty one.
Apparently there were maybe 5 to the left leg of Kutateladze. 5 kicks have caused that much damage.
Yeah, look at those kicks.
We saw Fernandez do that to Muhammad Yahya in his last fight. And he had a lot of good moments against Mark Jacasey in his debut. He was really out-wrestled throughout that fight, controlled. But this is what he's capable of. We've seen it in that last fight. Now we're seeing it really on display here against Kutateladze.
Yes, so Guram obviously needs to get the takedown. He's losing the striking battle big time, but the problem is he hasn't even come close. When he was fresher in the fight, he was stuffed relatively easily, tried to get the body locked there and make something work, and Fernandez just dismissed it without any kind of concern.
Past the halfway points in this fight.
I'm impressed he was even able to do that with how those legs are feeling. That's what he's got to do, though. He's got to try to get past that kicking range and just start throwing hands.
There it is. Can do there. Yes. Landed a left hand. This is the problem. He gets to this position and he just kind of stares at his opponent.
He gets
got to go.
You're right. He kind of he closes the distance that he wants, then he hesitates on throwing.
Yes. And in the meantime, Fernandes lands something or moves out the way, and you've missed your opportunity.
Birthday week for Fernandes. What a way to top it off. If he can get a big win here in London. Oh, that was right.
Timed it perfectly. We could hear the impact from here.
And a takedown for Fernandes.
And that's how you do it. That just adds insult to injury. Just a very, very dominant performance here.
Floats to the other side. Lands an elbow. It's a nice return from Kutateladze off of his back, but he is swimming upstream tonight.
Yeah, because the longer the fight goes, those calves they're not going to get better as time goes on. They're going to stiffen up. They're going to get more swollen. I mean, the redness that is showing up on that lead calf already is nasty.
Yeah, and the odds of catching Fernandes in a submission, they're very slim. Trained at Nova União, one of the best teams in Brazil, of course, the home of people like Jose Aldo, legendary coach Andre Pederneiras. You know, he's been there since a little boy. So as I say, catching him in a submission, good luck with that. Unless you do some damage first.
Last 10 seconds in a second round.
Yeah, but Guram's tough. I did not think we would see the end of the second round.
No, I didn't either.
Now. Alexander Volkanovski faces Diego Lopez for the undisputed featherweight title. Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett in a 5-round main event. Plus the debut of Patricio Pitbull against the great Yair Rodriguez. Bryce Mitchell, Jean Silva, and so much more. Also, special offer if you purchase UFC 314 before April 7th, you'll get $10 off the normal price. Go to espnplus.com/PPV to order.
It would be one epic comeback, though, if Kutateladze can land something here in the third and put him away. Oh, man.
One of the biggest ever. Because I don't think that's going to happen right now, but you never know.
You never know.
And that's the beauty of mixed martial arts.
Fernandes came in as a plus 295 underdog.
Fernandes shouldn't really change anything because, obviously, this is a beautiful performance. However, you want to punctuate this with a finish. So I'm not saying that he needs to change things, but just I think he wants to finish as well, and he's been there on multiple occasions.
Coach Dean Thomas is with us tonight. Dean, what you got?
Early in this fight, I think we saw the influence of the Topuria brothers with that wide stance that Guram Kutateladze had, and that got his legs chewed up. And sometimes when you start working with new people in new camps, it gives you some hesitation, and you start to lose your own identity as a fighter. And I think that's what we saw early with Kutateladze, but you never know. He's a tough guy. He may be able to turn this around.
Oh, thanks, Coach Dean.
Just chipping away. Decent head movement, got out the way of those ones there. So Guram's still there, still pressuring, still a threat in this fight, of course.
I mean, his toughness is always on display here. He's just got to try to get some more offense when he does get that nice left kick there. Oh, returned hard, though.
Kicking game of Fernandes very sharp tonight.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit.
Signature toughness from Kutateladze, switching out those stances to give his legs a break. Look at the target areas there for Fernandes.
This is where he's got to go. When he's here, he's got to go.
Yep, that left hand there, it seems like
body kick. Oh,
he's hesitating.
Guys are swinging, but that might be his best bet to get Fernandes to open up in a punching exchange, right? I mean, he's not winning the kicking battle from the outside. His legs are beat up pretty good. I like that body kick, but he's got to put a little bit more together than that because he's got to get him out of there.
Fernandes seeing a lot of the offense coming his way.
Yeah, he's just been defensively sound, and just anytime there's a lull in action and the movement stops for a second, he's attacking those legs and staying on that. There's some good shots. Once he puts a few together, more than one, and he could use that body kick to kind of stifle Fernandes for a second, to get him to stop, then move in with the hand. Usually we talk about it being the other way, but in this case, to be able to get to where he wants, I think starting with that left side body kick, making Fernandes, that would force him to freeze up, cover up, have to block. Like that, then you gotta move in.
Yep.
I thought I saw a mouthpiece. I think it was a chunk of blood, or maybe hand wrap.
I don't know what it was. Hopefully it's a bit of hand wrap. He kind of sat up and thought, he's lost his mouth. So he's committing now to that left hand. He's just got to follow it up. He's got to put numbers together. One shot isn't going to get it done. Of course, Fernandes, he's trending towards either a very impressive decision, unless he gets a finish in the next 70 seconds. Try for the advance elbow. I mean, full credit to Guram Kutateladze for still being here, because Fernandes has thrown with massive power.
And having his best round, honestly.
Yeah.
Down again to leg kicks.
There it is.
On the other leg as well.
There's that leg kick. Comes right back as soon as he's in. Was that an orthodox stance?
Yeah, he switched it and got taken to the other side, so he's in real trouble now.
Yeah, that's both legs absolutely butchered. Fernandes should just call him up.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, and that might get the stoppage.
So I look down at my notes, and I've got against Yahya, he butchered his leg. So he's making a habit of this, is Fernandes. 20 seconds left. Last 10 seconds as Kutateladze comes crashing forwards, but he
gets a takedown.
Gets taken down, bounces back up. But there is the final horn. Great performance by Fernandes. Big smile on the birthday boy's face. We send it to the judges' scorecards when we come back.